Hello there, YouTube, and my viewers. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. And today, I wanted to discuss, maybe for the last time, my thoughts about Shed 17 and Project G-1. I already kind of talked about a little bit what I thought about Shed 17, but I just watched Project G-1, and it was very disturbing, very graphic, and very horrid. I don't know. It's just, the two films are just not really something I strongly would suggest to a Thomas fan in general. And I actually came across a review video for Shed 17 by another YouTuber, by 1995 Express, and I watched it, and a lot of the stuff he explained why he didn't like it is the same reasons why I don't like it. Like the blood, the gore, and all the nasty stuff, like, engines being tore apart, being killed and bloody to hell and shit, and Thomas basically destroying himself at the end, ripping his face off and shit. That really just disturbed me to no end. In the fact that it may not be intentional, but Paul's vids, or Paul's films, or whatever the fuck they're called, basically made something that was really demonic, really evil and disturbing. They took a great character that was created by a clergyman, the Reverend W. Audrey. He was a man of the cloth. He was a man that served God and created the best book series ever, and then later on became a great TV series. And then this group of people took this sick concept of how the trains could talk. He explained that he did a series of videos called The Magic Railroad Adventures, which discuss how reasons why Thomas and them can talk. And I suggest you guys to go watch The Magic Railroad Adventures. His explanation of why Thomas and all his friends can talk is a much better example than Paul's vid's idea of how Thomas came to be. The way 1995 Express explains it, they're trains given sentinels. It's about the same concept the Reverend Audrey explained in the interview many, many years ago, And, I actually remember watching that interview not too long ago, and it hit me in my mind. It's like, that makes absolute sense. That makes perfect sense, I mean, that, and I watched the Magic Railroad Adventures. Great series, by the way. I give 1995 Express 2 thumbs up on that. Great job, man. I love it. And I totally agree with you about Shed 17 and Project G-1. I don't know if you watched Project G-1, but if you haven't, don't do it. It's worse than Shed 17. It takes horror, blood, gore, the whole fucking 9 yards, and ups it 10 notches or better. It's gruesome. I mean, it was just disturbing. I mean, engines blowing apart. Uh, they're saying that Welsh coal was a drug for trains and makes them get high and shit. You've seen Donald getting tortured, and the same shit happening to Donald happens to Douglas, and he explodes. You see, Annie and Clarabelle, where they burn Clarabelle, and Annie burns in front of Diesel, and he goes through her remains, and shit. And there's just a lot of engines and a lot of great characters die in this movie, and for no fucking apparent reasons. It was just a sick, twisted idea that was created to show the reason why the trains had faces and the reason why trains could talk. And Paul's Vid's idea that they were originally were humans, but they were biofused into trains does not make no fucking sense. Now the whole idea that there were trains given sentinels, like explained by the Reverend Audrey, and also by 1995 Express and the Magic Railroad Adventures, makes much more sense to me than this horrid, murderous conspiracy of humans getting turned into trains. And Shed 17 was the holder of evil. And from what he explained in his video, he made a video where he blew up Shed 17 and saved Thomas. And I've not seen the video, couldn't find it on YouTube nowhere. I would love to see the video, because I'd love to see that evil place burn to the ground. Because, like he said, he got a lot of backlash for that video. And I'm going to give him full praise. You know, because he said he didn't do it out of terrorism. He did it to save the life of the little blue tank engine. Which, if it was me, I would have done the same thing, because he is my friend. I don't want my friend getting hurt or killed. I'd blow Shed 17 up too. I'd destroy all that garbage. Get rid of it. Return Thomas back to his original state. His original form, not this crap or whatever that they say that they're half human, half machine bullshit. You know. And the fact that so many of them died, both in Shed 17, the Shed 17 Christmas special, which was god awful too. Why would you celebrate Christmas by killing Edward and James? Makes no sense. Christmas was about the birth of Jesus, not the death of trains. You know, if the Reverend Audrey was alive today and saw this horrid thing that was created, you know, using his beloved characters as a subject of a science experiment to combine, you know, bio-organic, you know, human with machine, basically like combine, you know, me with this engine here, turn it like a hybrid or something, he would be sickened by it. He probably would have a few choice words and probably find the creators and probably tell them they need to put God in their life. You know, if they're creating such bullshit as Shed 17 and Project G-1. Now, I've seen the comments that were made that he showed on his video, and they're horrible comments. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, that's fine, you know. Hang on a moment. Okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but that's fine. But, you know, I've actually talked to a lot of Thomas fans, you know, and seen a lot of videos from Thomas fans, and there's actually a lot of them that don't like Shed 17. They don't like Project G1 either. It's because it's screwing with the idea of a childhood classic. You know, it's like, you know, it's taking icons such as, you know, Thomas and, you know, Percy, and then taking them to a whole nother sick, twisted level. And that's not right. Because this is what I remembered as a kid. This is what I remember. You know, happiness. And when you introduce something like that as a fan fiction, I mean, some people might say, well, what about Timothy the Ghost Train? Yeah, I know about Timothy the Ghost Train. That's spooky. But that's kind of not really, that's not evil. It's spooky and it's creepy, but it's not evil. Shed 17 is evil in what it shows. It shows painful death. It shows engines getting ripped apart. It shows blood, bone, skin, and the end of it, where Thomas, his boiler pops open, and this mesh of bone and flesh and guts and whatever comes out, and he's got these skeleton arms. He's going, no, 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 and he rips his face off, and you see this skeleton. You go, I mean, that's downright fucking disturbing. That's not the Thomas I remember. This is the Thomas I remember. This is the Thomas I remember. Not that Thomas. That's not even the Thomas that I remember at all. See, that's the Thomas I remember. See, Thomas in the special letter. That's the Thomas I remember. Not the one portrayed in Shed 17. That whole mess is just garbage. Evil, demonic garbage. It promotes violence. It promotes blood and gore. It promotes evil. Is what it's promoting. It's promoting evil. And Project G-1. It's promoting violence. It's promoting horror. It's promoting scaring the shit out of people. It's promoting devil. It's promoting things the devil enjoys. Not God. Thomas was created by a clergyman. Man of God. So to take something that was created by a man who loved and worshiped God is something the devil really likes. I know there's all controversy around it, but this is just my views on it. When 1995 Express explained his thoughts about Thomas, the Shed 17, and I don't know if he ever did anything about Project G-1, but I know he really talked about Shed 17. I have the same thoughts. His thoughts and opinions, why he don't like it, are about basically the same as mine. And I have to thank him for doing his video and explaining why he don't like it, because it makes it easier for me to explain why I don't like it. And if you really want to know a little bit maybe why the trains can talk, watch his Magic Railroad Chronicle, his Magic Railroad Adventures. I watched them. I enjoyed them. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about. Hopefully that's the last bit of shit I talk about Shed 17. Let's just sweep that Project G-1 out the door and be done with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the description down below. But if you don't have anything nice to say, or if you're going to say anything rude, please keep it to yourself and don't post it. Okay? And as always, if you like what you see on my channel, and if you're new, subscribe and turn on the bell for more of my content. Until next time, this is Common Urban saying full steam ahead. Let the track, let the main line be clear for you. And God bless. You have a wonderful day.